Hello friends, welcome back to the bench. Thank you very much for joining me. Our patient is an iPad, and I know you're surprised because I said on multiple occasions that I do not work on Apple devices for many reasons, not all of them political. It's basically, that I don't specialize in Apple devices, and they are made in a way that is difficult to repair. Plenty of anti-repair measures. We have a replacement, what do you call it, from iFixit adhesive strips. We have a replacement battery. We got some pistachios from the customer. Thank you very much. I love these. Oh, it's USB-C. That's awesome. Let's see what it does. It's charging 30 watts. So the battery is dead. Oh, and it is completely reset. Interesting. I thought the customer said that this was his wife's device, but I guess it was reset before sending it here, which is fine. Well, weird that it is charging. We got 23% on the battery when we disconnect the charger. 23, and let's give it a few seconds and see if it's gonna start dropping dramatically to 0. The battery actually doesn't look too bad. I could log into the device and see the battery health, but I don't specialize in Apple, so I'm not sure even how to do that. The battery is a pain because now 21%. Yeah, the battery's shot. Yeah, it dropped by 2% just with the screen open. So yeah, definitely that the battery is done, because it shouldn't be dropping like this. Now 20%. Yeah. The battery shouldn't be dropping like this when only the screen is on. So we only have the backlight. The CPU is not loaded. There's nothing going on. It's not even connected to any radio, be it Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, GSM, what have you. And it's dropping quickly. So definitely this battery is done. Now, as far as I know, there are no anti-repair measures on this device. That's why we get parts from iFixit. Let's shut it down. But what is a pain on these is that the battery is glued, and this is the top of the battery, right? And the board slides onto this, or is attached onto this. So it's not unlike in Microsoft Surface Pros 4 and 5 and 7. You have a regular plug, but all the older versions, even those ones with detachable keyboards, the Surface Pro first generation, and all of the Surfaces until 7, all have the battery connecting from the bottom of the board. But in Microsoft Surface, you have to remove the entire board because the connector is this big, right? So it can be done without removing the board, but you have to remove plenty of screws and just kind of bend the board, and it is possible. You can do it, but it's risky. You can bend the board. You can cause some issues. You don't want to be flexing the board. But on this, as far as I've seen other people do it, you can just put the spudger underneath the board after removing the screw, and as you can see, this is just tiny connector here, but it is glued over here on this strip as well on the other side, so that's a little tricky to remove. Now I'm gonna approach this the same way I do Microsoft Surface Pros. So we're gonna put 220 on the hot air and we're gonna start prying. Now if I remember correctly, let's hope I do, this one has the connectors on this side, so it opens like a book. So that's very important. So we're gonna start from this side just in case, so we don't chop any of the wires, because otherwise we're gonna have to replace the whole screen assembly. Or maybe, yeah, because you can, the cables are attached permanently to the screen typically. On Microsoft Surface Pro, they are clip-on. So even if you destroy the cable, you can just replace the cable. On these, I do believe the cables are permanently attached to the screen, so you don't want to break it. Alrighty, let's get to it. Alrighty, so we are done, and now you can't really see it. Let me turn it on. Yeah, the backlight doesn't work. You can see the digitizer does work. You can't really see that, but without the backlight, yeah, it doesn't really work well. Also, from the alcohol that I used, it made its way into the screen over there. And for some reason, the backlight did work for a second, and then it kind of stopped. But it could be because the light sensor, I don't know, maybe it's, yeah, something like that. So I didn't glue in the screen because we have to now replace the screen. What are you gonna do? So, of course, I'm not charging the customer with the new screen. That's my bad. I hate these connectors because you can't see. I prefer different kind of connectors, but with these ones you just need to just kind of rely on, and it's not only in Apple devices. Surface Pros also have these kind of connectors. Yeah, still the same thing. I don't see, but there is, I think, a little bit of backlight. I don't know if you can see that. No, you won't be able to see that. Yeah, because I fear that if we didn't damage the actual backlight circuit, but from what I see here, it's most likely because of the alcohol making it into the screen. Now, why do I use alcohol? Well, maybe I didn't use it properly. That's the main issue. But you need to clean the surfaces over here. Otherwise, the screen is not going to sit properly. And if it's not going to sit properly, it's not going to work properly either. I mean, the digitizer might work on this one okay when the screen is not sitting well. It's possible. Doesn't matter. So there's going to be a slight delay. I'm sorry for that. I just ordered a screen, so I will replace it as soon as it gets here, and you're gonna have a new screen on your device and a new battery. Sorry about the delay, but that's exactly why I don't work on Apple devices. They are very unforgiving, and as you can see, I don't have experience working on these. I definitely used too much alcohol, so it made its way over there. I don't know, there's not going to be a next time. Unless, again, the only reason I took this one is because it's the returning customer. and I really wanted to get it done, so I figured, okay, let's do it. I probably shouldn't have, but again, for the loyal customers, we do more than for new customers, I guess. Not like the returning customers are treated any better or any worse than every customer is treated the same, but some jobs I will do for returning customers that I will not do for new customers, and this is one of these. But as you can see, you probably don't want to send iPods to me. I mean, you know, you're gonna get it back, and it's gonna work. It just I'm gonna lose a few bucks on it, but that's fine. Knowledge is expensive, guys. Very expensive. Alrighty, I hope you enjoyed that misery. Thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate you, and I shall see you in the next one.